Welcome to We Are Soccer. Today I'm joined by Eddie Hudson III. Listen, this is huge. He's had a huge call up. We got a lot to talk about, but first, Eddie, welcome to We Are Soccer.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. All right, listen. You're going into your sophomore year at Duquesne. You're playing currently in the summer here in Metro Detroit. You're playing for Inter Detroit FC. But that's not the big news. The big news is the U19 national team for the Philippines have called you up, and tomorrow you're flying out to join them for camp. You've got to be buzzing, my friend.
It's crazy. It's like not real.
It's out of this world. I am so happy for you. All right, so this is your first call up, correct?
Yes.
All right, you're flying out tomorrow. You're going to be doing camp for a couple of days. What more can you expect? What are you expecting out of this?
I just know it's gonna be hot. Really, when I get there, it's like 98 every day. So I got to get used to that. And it's
Yeah.
a 23-hour trip. So there's just a lot of acclimating to do. But really, once I get settled in, it's all smooth sailing from there.
Yeah, and the great thing is, man, it's soccer, and you know how to play soccer. You're really good at the sport. So once you get settled in, once you get on the field with the ball at your foot, it's going to be like nothing, and you're going to go at it. I have no doubt. All right. So this summer you're playing with Inter Detroit FC. Then in the fall you're heading back to Duquesne for your sophomore year. Let's talk about you as a player. You're a defender. What are some of your strengths? What are some of the things that the Philippine U19 is looking at and has seen you and they're going to expect you to follow through with? What are those strengths that you think you have?
I think communication, just my knowledge of the game and my skill on the ball is just it stands out a lot. You can tell I process the game very quickly and smoothly. Um, that's those are what that's what's my game. That's what my game is really based on.
That's awesome.
Um, like my ability to be able to put a team in a direction is really important to my game.
Good. That is a super important skill to have on a field. What are some of the strengths you think you need to work on this summer with Inter Detroit, and then as you go into the camp with the Philippines, and then into your sophomore year? What's something you're saying? I need to get better at this.
I just think my recovery runs and my recovery speed, just recognizing when I need to drop against direct play is really something I need to work on.
Okay.
Um, but really it's not that complicated of a fix. All I need to do, because I mean, I notice when defenders putting their head down, they want to play along. So I just got to get better at recognizing that earlier.
That's hey, I love the fact that and it's something you're calling out and you're going to work on. Do you watch a lot of soccer? Do you watch a lot of soccer on TV, or do you go to
Um,
games?
a decent bit. I mean, I watched Premier League a decent bit. Chelsea's my team.
I
Um,
was gonna say, who's your team? It's Chelsea, huh? All
yeah,
right, all right.
we're
Oh,
on the come up.
why Chelsea? Why Chelsea?
I mean, my dad's always been a fan, and I've just fallen down that
Yeah.
path.
Hey, man. Everybody's got to have a team, and I love the fact that you're the following with your dad there, and you guys have something to bond over. That's awesome. I will say the more games you watch, the more Premiership games you can watch, the more little nuances of the game you'll pick up. Trust me. It's what I try to tell kids these days is watch as much soccer as you can, and if you're in a specific position, watch that position. So there's several good players at Chelsea for you to watch. Let's talk about your time here as a youth player in Detroit. You've played for two storied clubs, the Wolves and Vardar.
Yeah.
You grew up playing for those clubs. What was it like playing here in Metro Detroit, which for a lot of people don't know, it's a hotbed of soccer.
It's really like it's a tighter circle than you'd think.
Hmm.
You know a lot of the same people. Everyone from Wolves knows everyone from Bardar. And it just makes that rivalry kind of a heated thing. But it's a small community, but the talent level is very high compared to other places. And even players that aren't on the first team at those clubs are quality still, and they can make the first team anywhere else. So, I mean, it's a really competitive environment.
Eddie, I think you nailed it. There's a very competitive environment here in Metro Detroit. It's a very small circle, but yeah, and I love the fact that you bring up that rivalry because I'm not sure if you know this, but I used to play for the Wolves and geez, 30, 25 years ago now. That rivalry existed then, and it was still Vardar versus Wolves, and a great rivalry to be part of. So glad to see it's continued. All right, so as you head off to the Philippines. Your parents must be so proud.
Yeah, yeah. It's really big for my mom's side too because she's Filipino and that's how I got my citizenship. So like all my extended family on my mom's side is so excited. I'm probably gonna see them when I go there because I have some family there. So yeah, it's just a really big achievement for my whole family.
I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure. They are so proud of you. I know it. All right. So you're going to be over there for a couple of days doing the camp. Then there's going to be some roster cuts and then the tournament comes up. And you're saying that's in Indonesia. Do you know the dates of the tournament?
It's from July 17th to July 31st. So
Okay.
I think the knockout rounds start the 25th, I want to say,
Okay.
somewhere around there. So they pack a lot of games in that small window.
You took the words out of my mouth. A lot of games, small window. That's awesome though. All right. Do you have a favorite pair of boots you're going to be taking over there?
Oh,
Anything you're taking with you that you're like, these are my boots. I'm going to go. What is it?
I don't know. Everyone around me knows I'm the boot man. I probably got 40 pairs in the basement.
Dang. All right. What's your favorite pair?
I don't even know. I got a new pair of Tiempos the like last month. They're white
Okay.
and green. Those are my favorite probably right
All
now.
right. All right. One
But
one of my favorite pairs to play with back in the day was the original Ronaldo, the Phenomenon R9s.
mhm.
I had a pair of those. Those were awesome. And then on my shelf up here, I've got the Adidas Crystal Swarovski boots.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. Those are a lot of people ask about those.
Yeah.
I've never played in them because I don't want the crystals to come out.
Yeah.
I did not know that you had 40 pairs of boots.
Oh, it's unreal. Like everybody who knows me knows I won't repeat a pair for at least 2 months. It's
Dang.
yeah.
Okay. Colorful, or we go straight black? What are we doing? Like all over
I
the place?
never I can't wear all black cleats. I don't know why. It's something with me, but usually all I have probably 4 pairs of all white.
Okay.
My favorite.
All right. I think it's an older generation thing. I play with a couple of guys who just go straight black and the Adidas Copas and that like that's it. They
Yeah.
don't deviate away. They can't get in the colors. I love the colors. I love playing with pink, the
Yeah.
camouflage green. So that's awesome. Last question for me, my friend. Do you have any superstitions?
Um, Not really, no.
No.
I mean, I just wear my kit the same way every single time.
All
I
right.
like I like my shorts a little longer and my
Okay.
socks high.
Okay.
That's really the only thing.
All right. Yeah, I've bumped into a couple players who put the left sock and left boot on first and all that, but that can mess with your head. So it's good to hear that you don't have any superstitions. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie, I'm buzzing for you, man. I can't wait for you to fly out there. I cannot wait to get updates and hear how well you're doing. From us here at We Are Soccer, congratulations and thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, take care.
Thanks.